In the year 1880, a massive foreign army from the British Empire marched into the mountainous country of Afghanistan to take control of the land, sparking a huge historical conflict known as the Second Anglo-Afghan War. The local Afghan people absolutely refused to let outsiders rule over their homes, so thousands of brave fighters gathered near a small, dusty village called Maiwand, located just outside the important trading city of Kandahar. They stood ready to defend their families, their farms, and their precious freedom against a very powerful enemy. The invading British soldiers brought giant firing cannons, heavy artillery, and the newest, most modern rifles of that time, making them incredibly dangerous and tough to beat. The battle that erupted was fierce, deafeningly noisy, and filled with thick, choking smoke that blocked out the sun. For many long hours, the Afghan soldiers fought with everything they had, but the heavy blasts from the enemy cannons started to wear them out completely. Hundreds of fighters were getting hurt, and the ones still standing were feeling exhausted, thirsty, and terrified by the unstoppable weapons of the British army. Suddenly, a terrible disaster struck the Afghan forces. The army's flag bearer, the brave leading soldier who held the national flag high in the air to guide the troops and keep their spirits up, was struck down by the enemy. The heavy wooden pole slipped from his hands, and the beautiful flag tumbled straight into the dirty dust. In those days, a falling flag was the worst possible sign on a battlefield. When the tired soldiers saw their proud flag hit the ground, they felt their hearts sink, believing that all hope was totally lost and the battle was practically over. Fearing for their lives, they began to retreat, turning their backs on the enemy and running away from the battlefield. Right at that very frightening moment, an 18-year-old village girl named Malalai was watching nearby. She had traveled to the battlefield with other brave women from her village to bring cool drinking water to the thirsty soldiers and to bandage up the severe injuries of the wounded. When Malalai saw the tough soldiers running away in fear and noticed the precious national flag lying abandoned in the dirt, she knew she had to do something massive to save her country. Without hesitating for even a single second, she sprinted directly into the middle of the roaring battlefield, completely ignoring the flying bullets and loud explosions shaking the ground beneath her feet. She reached down, grabbed the heavy wooden pole of the fallen flag, and lifted it as high as she possibly could into the bright sky. Her voice rang out crystal clear over the booming cannons as she sang a powerful Afghan battle poem known as a land day. She shouted to her retreating people that if they did not risk their lives to defend their country today, they would live with great shame for the rest of their lives. Seeing this young, unarmed girl standing so fearlessly in the most dangerous spot on the entire battlefield completely shocked the fleeing soldiers. Her fierce words and blazing courage acted like a spark of lightning in their tired hearts, reminding them exactly why they were fighting in the first place. The Afghan fighters instantly stopped running away, turned right back around to face the enemy, and let out a gigantic roar of newly found strength. They charged at the foreign army with so much wild energy and fierce determination that they completely overwhelmed the enemy troops. Because of Malalai's incredible burst of bravery, the Afghan army pushed forward, broke through the enemy lines, and actually won the Great Battle of Maiwand. Sadly, during the intense final charge to victory, Malalai was struck by an enemy bullet and lost her life right there on the dusty battlefield. She gave up her own bright future so that her country could remain independent and free. Today, schools, major hospitals, and even famous world leaders are named after her to honor her tremendous sacrifice. Malalai of Maiwand is remembered forever as the ultimate national hero, a shining symbol of courage and defiance against unfairness, proving to the whole world that you do not need to be a giant muscular warrior to completely change the course of history and save your entire nation.